Hey guys, it's Amour. Today I'm excited to show you how to make this Chipmunk Amigurumi pair. This one's in a golden color and this one's chocolate. They're a little bit different because this one has a red nose and this one has a chocolate chip nose. Okay, and so if you look at its features, it has these cute little ears at the top, a white snout, and it has like this mask that goes over with a little line right there, little belly patch, and this cute detail of a stripe with a small little tail at the end. You can find a written pattern on my blog for free on amiamour.com. Alright, what are we waiting for? Let's get started! Here are the materials you'll need. For round 1 for the head, you are going to do 6 single crochet stitch into the magic ring. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then you're going to close your magic ring. And then we are going to put a stitch marker, the very last stitch, to mark our rounds. Now for round 2, our pattern is going to be 2 in each stitch all the way around. So you're going to have 12 single crochet stitches at the end. So here we're going to do 2 single crochet stitches into this first stitch, so that's 1, and in the same stitch I'm going to do my second one. I'm going to do 2 here as well, that's 1 and 2, and then continue to do 2 all the way around, and at the end you will have 12 single crochet stitches. Here's our very last stitch, and I'm going to do 2 in there as well. Now for round 3, our pattern is going to be 2, 1, 2, 1 all the way around, and you'll have 18 single crochet stitches at the end. So I'm going to do 2 single crochet stitches into this stitch here. That's my first one. And this is my second one. And then just 1 here. Gonna repeat the pattern again. I'm going to do 2 in this next one. And then just 1 in this stitch right here. And continue the pattern all the way around. We will have 18 single crochet stitches at the end. Now for round 4, our pattern is going to be 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1. Continue the pattern all the way around, and we will have 24 single crochet stitches in the end. So that's 2 here, and then just 1 and 1. 2 here, and then just 1 and 1, and continue to repeat the pattern all the way around. Now for round 5 through 7, we are just going to stay at 24 single crochet stitches. So that's just 1 single crochet stitch in each stitch all the way around. So go ahead and work up your stitches. Just do 1 in each one around, and I will meet you at the end of round 7. Here's how it should look like after 7 rounds. Now for round 8, our pattern is going to be 2 single crochet stitch in the next 3, so that's 2, 2, 2, and then in the next 9 it's just single crochet stitch, and then repeat the same pattern again. Okay, so now we're going to do an increase in the next 3, so that's 1 and 2. I'm going to do 1 and 2 again, and then in our third stitch we're going to do 2 in this one as well. Now in our next 9 stitches, we're just going to do 1. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So we're going to repeat the pattern again. So in our next 3, we're going to do 2 single crochet stitches. So that's 1 and 2. Then here we're going to do 1 and 2 again. And our third one, 1 and 2. And now the rest of the 9 stitches here, we're just going to do 1 single crochet stitch again until we get all the way to the end. And at the end of this round, we should have 30 single crochet stitches in total. Now for round 9, we're just going to stay at 30 single crochet stitches, so it's just 1 single crochet stitch in each stitch around. So go ahead and work up your stitches, and I will meet you at the end of the round. Now for round 10, our pattern is going to be a decrease and then a single crochet stitch in our next 3. You're going to repeat the pattern all the way around, and you'll have 24 single crochet stitches at the end. So we're going to do a decrease right here. And then in our next 3, just 1 single crochet stitch. So that's 1, 2, and 3. Okay, we're going to repeat the pattern again and do a decrease. And then 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and continue to repeat the pattern all the way around, and you should have 24 single crochet stitches at the end. For round 11, our pattern is going to be a decrease and then single crochet stitch, single crochet stitch. You're going to repeat the pattern all the way around, and you will have 18 single crochet stitches at the end. So here's a decrease, and then just 1 single crochet stitch and another single crochet stitch. Decrease again. Okay, and a single crochet stitch, single crochet stitch. Go ahead and repeat the pattern all the way around. For round 12, our pattern is going to be decrease, single crochet, decrease, single crochet. Repeat the pattern all the way around, and you will have 12 single crochet stitches at the end. So here's a decrease and a single crochet stitch, and repeat the pattern all the way around. Now for round 13, we are just going to decrease all the way around, and we'll have 6 single crochet stitches at the end. So here's my decrease, and we're just going to continue to decrease all the way around, and you will have 6 single crochet stitches at the end. Okay, so go ahead and finish up this very last stitch here, and then I'm going to go ahead and cut a long tail and fasten off, and here is my head completed. For the head cover, I am going to do 6 single crochet stitch into the magic ring. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We're going to close our circle and use a stitch marker. For round 2, we are going to do 2 in each stitch around. So at the end, we should have 12 single crochet stitches. So go ahead and do 2 in each one around. For round 3, our pattern is 2, 1, 2, 1 all the way around, and you'll have 18 single crochet stitches at the end. So that's 2 here and just 1. And continue to repeat the pattern all the way around. For round 4, our pattern is 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1. Repeat the pattern all the way around and you will have 24 single crochet stitches. So that's 1 and 2 and just 1 and 1. And continue to repeat the pattern all the way around. For rounds 5 through 9, we are just going to stay at 24 single crochet stitches. So that's just 1 single crochet stitch in each stitch around. So go ahead and work up your stitches and I will meet you at the end of round 9. Now for round 10, you are going to do a single crochet stitch. And we are going to chain 5. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we are going to do single crochet back the chains. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, and then into our next stitch right here, we are going to do a single crochet stitch. And then in our next 3 stitches here, we're going to do a slip stitch. So that's 1, my second slip stitch, and my third slip stitch right here. And then in my next 2 stitches, I'm going to do half double crochet stitches, but I'm going to do 2 half double crochet stitches here. So yarn over, insert hook, yarn over, come back out. You're going to have 3 loops, yarn over and come back out through all 3. And then in the same stitch, we're going to do a half double crochet stitch again. Okay. And then in this stitch right here, we're going to do 2 half double crochet stitches again. So here's my first half double crochet stitch. And here is my next half double crochet stitch. And then in my next 11 stitches here, I'm just going to do 1 single crochet stitch in each stitch around. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Now in my next 2 stitches, I'm going to do 2 half double crochet stitch. So here's my first half double crochet stitch. And in the same one, I'm going to do another half double crochet stitch. Here I'm going to do 2 half double crochet stitches again. So that's 1, same stitch, I'm going to do my second one. And then I'm going to go ahead and do a single crochet stitch in my next stitch. And then in my last 3 stitches right here, I'm going to do a slip stitch. So that's 1, 2, and in my very last stitch, I'm going to do a slip stitch here. And then I am going to go ahead and cut off a long tail and fasten off. So this is how my head mask should look like. It should have a little line that comes down right here. Now for the ear, you are going to do 4 single crochet stitch into the magic ring. So that is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now for round 2, we are going to do 2 in each stitch all the way around. So at the end, you should have 8 single crochet stitches. So that's 1 and 2. Okay, and then we are going to do 3 and 4, 5 and 6, and 7 and 8. Now for rounds 3 and 4, we are just going to stay at 8 single crochet stitches. So go ahead and just do 1 single crochet stitch in each stitch around, and I will meet you at the end of row 4. And here is our ear, and we'll want to make 2. For the snout, I am going to do 8 single crochet stitch into the magic ring. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I'm going to close the loop. And then for round 2, I'm just going to do 1 single crochet stitch in each stitch around. So I'm just going to do 8 single crochet stitch. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Then I'm going to do a slip stitch to fasten off, and then I'm going to cut a long tail, and here's my cute little snout completed. For the body, I am going to go ahead and for round 1 do 6 single crochet stitch into each stitch around. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Going to go ahead and close up. For round 2, it is going to be 2 single crochet stitch in each stitch around. So at the end, we should have 12 single crochet stitches. For round 3, our pattern is 2, 1. Repeat the pattern all the way around, and you will have 18 single crochet stitches. For round 4, our pattern is 2, 1, 1. Repeat all the way around, and you'll have 24 single crochet stitches. 1, 2, and then 1 and 1. For round 5, we are just going to stay at 24 single crochet stitches. So it's just 1 single crochet stitch in each stitch around. So go ahead and work up your stitches. For round 6, our pattern is going to be a decrease and a single crochet stitch, repeat the pattern all the way around, and you will have 18 single crochet stitches. So here's a decrease right here, and then just 1 and 2, and then decrease again, and then just 1, and then in my next one, just 1 again. Repeat the pattern all the way around. For round 7 through 8, we are just going to stay at 18 single crochet stitches. So just go ahead and work up 1 single crochet stitch in each stitch around, and I will meet you at the end of round 8. For round 9, our pattern is going to be a decrease, and in our next 4 stitches, just 1 single crochet stitch, and repeat the pattern all the way around, and you'll have 15 single crochet stitches at the end. So here's a decrease right here, and then just 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, repeat the pattern again. Gonna do a decrease, and then 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're gonna repeat one more time. Do a decrease right here, and then 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now you should have 15 single crochet stitches. Now for round 10, we are going to stay at 15 single crochet stitches. So go ahead and work up this round, and we're just doing 1 in each stitch all the way around. For round 11, our pattern is going to be a decrease, and in our next 3, just 1 single crochet stitch, and repeat the pattern around, and you'll have 12 single crochet stitches at the end. Here's a decrease, and then 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and repeat the same pattern all the way around. Now for round 12, we're going to want to stay at 12 single crochet stitches. So we're just going to do 1 in each stitch all the way around. And now when you get to the very end, we are going to go ahead and cut off the long tail and then fasten off. And here is our body completed. For the arm for round 1, you are going to do 6 single crochet stitch into the magic ring. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, now for rounds 2 to 4, we are just going to stay at 6 single crochet stitches. So go ahead and do 1 single crochet stitch in each stitch around. And I will meet you at the end of round 4. And here is our arm completed, and you'll want to make 2. Now for the foot, you are going to do 8 single crochet stitch into the magic ring. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. You want to close your loop. Now for rounds 2 through 4, we are just going to stay at 8 single crochet stitches. So you'll just do 1 single crochet stitch in each stitch around. So go ahead and work up your stitches. And here is our foot completed. Remember to cut off the long tail as well, and you want to make 2. For the belly patch for round 1, you are just going to do 6 single crochet stitch into the magic ring. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. For round 2, we're just going to do 2 in each stitch all the way around. So you will have 12 single crochet stitches at the end. So that's 1 and 2. Okay, and we'll continue to do 2 in each stitch all the way around. For round 3, our pattern is 2, 1, 2, 1 all the way around, and you'll have 18 single crochet stitches. So that's 1 and 2, and then just 1. Okay, and go ahead and repeat the pattern all the way around. For round 4, in our next stitch, we're going to do an increase. So that's just 1 and 2. And then in our next 3 stitches, we're just going to do 1, 1, 1, and 1. Then I'm just going to do a slip stitch here, and then I'm going to fasten off and leave a long tail. Okay, and here is our belly patch completed. For the tail with black yarn, I am going to go ahead and make a slip knot and then chain 11. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Then I'm going to go ahead and do single crochet stitch back. So at the end, I should have 10 single crochet stitches. So that's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7, 8, 9, and when I get to my very last stitch, I'm going to do a single crochet stitch, but instead of finishing off, I'm going to get white yarn. Then I'm going to prep this by making a slip knot on it. And then now I'm going to pull it through so that I've done a yarn change right there. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and on the other side of the chain, I'm going to do a slip stitch, and I'm going to continue to do a slip stitch border all the way around the black. So go ahead, and I want to continue to go all the way around. Okay, so when I'm at the very end of this stitch right here, I'm going to chain 2, and then I'm going to do a single crochet stitch right here, and then I'm gonna go into this very first chain and fasten off. Okay, and here is my tail and stripe completed. Now we're ready to assemble our amigurumi together. I've already created the video and you can find the link for that in my description box as well as in the end cards. Okay, thanks for watching. Make sure you tag me in your projects I'd love to see, and I will catch you next video. Bye for now.